Hello students, welcome in lecture number 8. This lecture is based on the problems on correlation coefficients, and we have done a lot about correlation coefficient in previous two lectures. In this video we will do only the problems. So please let me remind you that if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe it to get the notification about new videos on this subject. Thank you very much. So let me state the problem. Calculate the correlation coefficient for the following heights of fathers and their sons. The father's height is denoted by variable x, and the height of sons are denoted by variable y. So these heights are in inches as given in the question. So we have to find the correlation coefficient between x and y. So there are two ways. Either you use the original formula, or you can use the alternative formula, which is a shortcut formula, or you can change the origin and scale of the values and then find the correlation coefficient of change values. So we use the third method. We change the origin of these values. So we find new variables u and v. As you can see in column number 3 and 4, u is obtained by subtracting 68 from all the values of x, and v is obtained by subtracting 69 from all the values of y. The 68 is randomly chosen. You can take any other number also. Similarly here, 69 is this number. You can take any other number also. The answer will unchanged. So we find u and v. Then we find u square v square and product of uv. To find the correlation coefficient between u and v, we need the average value of u, which is summation u divided by n, and this comes out to be 0. Some average value of v is also 0. So covariance between u and v is expected value of uv minus expected value of u into expected value of v, which is again defined as summation uv divided by n, because this is the average of product of uv. So this is summation uv divided by n. This is average of u, u bar, average of v, v bar. Summation uv is 24 and n is 8. So the answer is 3, means covariance. Now we find variance of u, which is expected value of u square minus expected value of u whole square. This is again summation u square divided by n. That means average of u square. And average of u is 0, as you can see here. So this value is 0. Summation u square is 36 divided by 8. So it is 4.5. Similarly, sigma v square is 5.5. So correlation between u and v is covariance of u and v divided by sigma u sigma v, which is 3 divided by square root, because this is a sigma u square. So square root of 4.5 is sigma u, and square root of sigma v square is sigma v. Sometimes students forget to take the square root. They just put the values of sigma u square and sigma v square here. So answer will become wrong. So please take care here कि आप इसका square root लेना मत भूलिए if you are finding sigma u square. So the answer is 0.6, which is the correlation coefficient between x and y. Because of the property that correlation coefficient is independent of change of origin and scale. ये हमने last lecture में की थी. The next problem is a computer, while calculating correlation coefficient between two variables x and y from 25 pairs of observations, obtained the following results. दो वेरिएबल्स के 25 पेयर्स ऑफ ऑब्जर्वेशन से ये रिजल्ट्स कैलकुलेट किए गए हैं, बट एट द टाइम it was observed that two pairs were wrongly copied as this. मतलब करेक्ट वैल्यूज ये हैं, ये रॉन्ग वैल्यूज कॉपी हो गई हैं। मतलब x की 8 और 6 वैल्यूज होनी चाहिए, जबकि 6 और 8 वैल्यू कॉपी हो गई हैं। y की 12 8 होनी चाहिए, जबकि y की 14 और 6 कॉपी हो गई हैं। तो डेटा जो आया है कैलकुलेट होके वो गलत हो गया है। ऑब्टेन द करेक्ट वैल्यू ऑफ कोरिलेशन कोफिशिएंट, हमें कोरिलेशन कोफिशिएंट की करेक्ट वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करनी है। तो सबसे पहले हमें ये सारी कैलकुलेशंस करेक्ट करनी होगी। n विल बी सेम, समेशन x करेक्ट होके आएगा, करेक्ट होगा, समेशन एक्स स्क्वायर भी करेक्ट होगा, समेशन y भी करेक्ट होगा, ये सारी वैल्यूज करेक्ट होंगी। तो वील फाइंड द करेक्टेड वैल्यूज एज फॉलोज। समेशन x मींस x की सारी वैल्यूज का करेक्ट सम। तो हम क्या करेंगे, जो टोटल सम है उसमें से गलत वाली वैल्यूज को सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देंगे और करेक्ट वाली वैल्यूज को ऐड कर देंगे। देखिए, -6 -8 +8 +6, तो देयर इज नो इफेक्ट because the digits are same, so summation x will remains 125. Similarly, summation y is 100, which is given to us, right? Now we subtract the wrong values 14 and 6 and add the correct values, which is 12 and 8. You can see, so correct value is 100. Similarly, correct value of summation x square is the value of x square, summation x square. इसमें से हम wrong values का square subtract कर देंगे और correct values का square add कर देंगे. There is no effect on this. Summation y square is 436. In the same way, summation xy is product of x and y, so we subtract wrong products of x and y and we add correct products of x and y. So the corrected value is 520. Hence the average value of x is 5, average value of y is 4, covariance between x and y is 0.8, and variance of x is 1. As you can see, variance of y is 36 upon 25. So the correlation coefficient between x and y is 0.67. In this way, we calculate the correct value of correlation coefficient by correcting all the calculations. तो आपको सारी calculations को correct करना है, उसके बाद आपको correlation coefficient calculate करना है. Next problem is the random variables x and y are normally distributed and u and v are defined by so and so. Show that u and v will be uncorrelated if this condition holds, where r is correlation between x and y and sigma x square is the variance of x and sigma y square is the variance of y. Are u and v then independent? Right? तो हमें u और v के लिए ये कंडीशन प्रूफ करनी है कि अगर कोरिलेशन 0 है तो दिस कंडीशन विल केम आउट. तो हमें u और v के बीच में कोरिलेशन फाइंड करना है और फिर इसको हम 0 के बराबर रख के ये कंडीशन फाइंड आउट करेंगे. तो कोरिलेशन निकालने के लिए हमें कोवेरियंस चाहिए. कोवेरियंस के लिए x माइनस ई एक्स या u माइनस ई यू होता है. तो उसके लिए फिर हमें ये कैलकुलेशन करनी होगी. गिवन दिस वैल्यू ऑफ u, वी फाइंड एक्सपेक्टेड वैल्यू ऑफ u by taking constants outside. These are constants, sin alpha and cos alpha. So this is ex and this is ey. Now we subtract this equation from this equation to get u minus eu is equal to x minus ex cos alpha plus y minus ey sin alpha. Similarly, we find the value of v minus ev, which is y minus ey cos alpha plus x minus ex sine alpha. It should be negative sign. Now covariance between u and v is expected value of u minus eu and v minus ev. Substitute the values of u minus eu here and v minus ev here. Then multiply these two expressions with these two expressions and then take the expectation. I have skipped that calculation, just written directly that when you apply expectation on the product of this and this, you will get cos alpha square, cos square alpha, and expected value of x minus ex into y minus ey. That will the covariance of x and y. Similarly, when this expression get multiplied with this, you will get x minus ex whole square, and then expectation on that will give us sigma x square, and this become cos alpha into sine alpha. Then this will get multiplied with this, so we get cos alpha sine alpha sigma y square. And when this expression get multiplied with this, you will get covariance between x and y sine square alpha. Hence the covariance between u and v is, we'll take here covariance common to get cos square alpha minus sine square alpha, and we take here we take sine alpha cos alpha common to get sigma x square minus sigma y square. This is cos 2 alpha, and this is written as it is here. Then we replace this by sine 2 alpha divided by 2, because 2 sine alpha cos alpha is sine 2 alpha. So this is sine 2 alpha divided by 2. Okay, and then we replace this covariance between x and y by r sigma x sigma y. And this expression is written as it is. Since we have to apply this condition that u and v should be uncorrelated to get the condition, so we put covariance uv equal to 0, and this expression will become 0. So this left hand side is equal to this right hand side, and then we arrange the terms to get 10 to alpha is equal to 2 r sigma x sigma y divided by sigma x square minus sigma y square. That's proved. यही कंडीशन हमें प्रूव करनी थी, और हमें ये बताना है कि u और v इंडिपेंडेंट होंगे या नहीं. तो कोरिलेशन कोफिशिएंट 0 होने से u और v इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाए ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, क्योंकि मैंने आपको लास्ट लेक्चर में एक एग्जाम्पल बताया था जिसमें u और v के बीच में कोरिलेशन 0 था x और y के बीच में, लेकिन x और y इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं थे. तो r u v 0 होने का मतलब ये नहीं है कि u और v इंडिपेंडेंट हो जाएं. Okay, thank you so much.